Most people think the secret to getting rich is making more money. That's the trap. That's actually the thing that keeps most people broke. Here's what nobody tells you. Your habits aren't just routines. They're a signal. And every single day, your bank account is reading that signal and deciding whether to grow or shrink. The wealthiest people you'll never meet, the ones with no Lamborghinis, no flashy watches, no social media highlight reel, they don't chase money. They've built their lives so that money flows toward them almost automatically. I want to show you how they do it, and I'll get to the one habit that almost every wealth building video gets completely wrong. But first, I need to tell you something about a conversation I overheard once that changed the way I think about all of this. Two cousins, same city, same upbringing, same starting salary. 10 years later, one of them owns property and has no consumer debt. The other is still wondering where his paycheck goes every month. Same income, completely different lives. And the difference had nothing to do with luck, market conditions, or who knew the right people. It had everything to do with what they each did between paychecks, automatically, without thinking. This is that story. These are those habits. The first one sounds almost insultingly simple, but stay with me, because most people get this backwards. Wealthy people pay themselves first, not what's left over. First, before the rent feels overdue, before the credit card minimum, before the weekend plans eat through what's left. The moment money comes in, a portion disappears into savings or investments before they even see it. This isn't discipline, it's architecture. If the money isn't in your checking account, you can't spend it. Your brain never even registers it as available. The habit does the work so you don't have to fight yourself every month. If you've been waiting until the end of the month to save whatever's left, you've been building the wrong habit for years. And you've been doing it by accident. The second habit is about information. Not more of it, better quality of it. Wealthy people are radically selective about what financial voices they let inside their heads. Your broke uncle who gives you stock tips at Thanksgiving? Filtered. The influencer telling you to pour everything into the next big crypto play? Filtered. The coworker who says investing is risky because his cousin lost money in 2008? Filtered. Instead, they read slowly and carefully. They reread things, they sit with ideas. There's a reason that one of the most recommended books in quiet, successful households, the ones without any drama, just consistently growing net worth, is William Bernstein's The Four Pillars of Investing. Not because it's exciting, because it's true. And truth applied over time compounds the same way interest does. What you consume financially becomes what you believe. What you believe becomes what you do. Now here's where it gets counterintuitive. And this is the habit that most videos skip entirely. Wealthy people are obsessive about what they don't spend money on. Not in a miserly, joyless way. In a deeply intentional way. Think about the last 5 purchases you made that weren't food, rent, or utilities. How many of them were things you actually needed versus things that just crossed your path at the right emotional moment? Tired, scrolling, slightly bored, feeling like you deserved something? That's not a moral failure. That's a design flaw. Retail, streaming algorithms, one-click checkout. It's all engineered to catch you at your weakest moment. The wealthy have a different default. Before any significant purchase, that there's a gap, a pause, sometimes 24 hours, sometimes a week. In that gap, impulse dies and clarity takes over. Most of the time, they don't buy the thing. And that friction, that tiny, boring pause, is quietly responsible for thousands of dollars a year. If you think that's extreme, go back through your last 3 months of bank statements right now. Not later, now. And count how many charges you genuinely don't remember making. The fourth habit is the one that separates the people who talk about passive income from the people who actually have it. They build assets before they need them. An asset stripped of all the jargon is something that generates value when you're not actively working. A savings account generating interest, a rental property, a business system, a digital product, a portfolio of index funds. Wealthy people are always quietly in the process of building one more thing that will pay them later. Not because they have extra money lying around, Often they didn't when they started, but because they've made it a non-negotiable habit to allocate something toward the future, even when the future feels abstract and the present feels urgent. Your Saturday morning matters more than your Sunday motivation. The 2 hours you spend building something instead of consuming something, that's where the gap between where you are and where you want to be either closes or widens. Drop a comment if you've already started building something on the side, even small. I want to know what you're working on. The fifth habit is the one that sounds soft but hits hardest financially. Wealthy people are careful about who they talk to about money. Not secretive in a shady way, strategically quiet. When you're building, when you're saving, when you're sacrificing the dinners out and the impulse buys to stack towards something bigger, the last thing you need is someone in your circle making you feel weird about it. Social pressure to spend is real. The friend who makes you feel cheap for not splitting a $300 dinner. The family member who mistakes your frugality for struggle. Wealthy people have learned to protect the vision, to not share it until it's built. Because you can't explain a 5-year financial strategy to someone who's operating on a 5-day mindset. Your environment is either a tailwind or a headwind. There's rarely a neutral. Sixth, they review their finances regularly, and I mean actually review, not just glance. Once a month, minimum. Where did the money come from? Where did it go? What worked? What didn't? This is the habit that makes all the other habits visible. It's how you catch the subscription you forgot about. It's how you see that you spent $400 on food delivery last month without realizing it. The numbers don't lie, and sitting with them, even when it's uncomfortable, is how you make better decisions next month than you made last month. Most people avoid their finances when they feel behind. Wealthy people look harder precisely then. 7. They negotiate always. Salary, rent, insurance rates, service contracts. Every year, quietly, they go back to the table. Not aggressively, not awkwardly, just calmly, with information. Because most prices aren't fixed. They're starting points. And a single conversation, once a year, can recover thousands of dollars that would otherwise just drift away. This is not a personality trait. It's a learnable skill that most people never try because they're afraid of the awkwardness. The wealthy have decided that money is worth a moment of discomfort. Eighth habit, they never carry high-interest debt without a plan to destroy it. This isn't about never using a credit card. It's about never letting high-interest debt sit and breathe. Consumer debt at 22% APR is not a financial tool. It's a leak, and every month that leak is open, it's undoing everything else on this list. Wealthy people treat a high-interest balance the way most people treat a toothache. They deal with it immediately because they know that ignoring it only makes it worse. Subscribe if you want the rest of this series, because debt strategy alone deserves its own video. Ninth, they invest in their earning potential as aggressively as they invest in the markets. A new skill that increases your salary by $10,000 a year is a better return than almost any investment you'll find. A course, a certification, a weekend building something new. These aren't expenses, they're compounding assets. The ceiling of your wealth is deeply tied to the ceiling of your skills. Wealthy people know this. They never stop being students of something. And the 10th habit is the one I promise to come back to. The one everyone gets wrong. They've made peace with delayed gratification. Not because they're wired differently than you, but because they've trained themselves to connect the present sacrifice to a future they can actually picture. Vague goals create vague motivation, but the moment you can see it, the number, the life, the specific freedom, the discipline follows almost naturally. You're not broke because you're lazy. You're probably stuck because nobody ever handed you the right map. These 10 habits, this is the map. Start with one, just one, and build from there. Because wealth isn't a lottery, it's a direction. And every single day, you're either walking toward it or away from it. If this video changed even one thing about how you think about money, subscribe and share this video to your loved one who need this. I'll see you in the next one.